okay? But with this example being that I will simply click on select. Once I have clicked on select, as you can see, you are now at the RX pad. The RX pad will show you everything, all the patient information such as the name, date of birth, age, gender, and any known allergies, as well as the plan, any known allergies that you have noted in the system, okay? Now, before we begin filling out this prescription, I advise that you note down that there are 3 helpful hints that you should always try to remember before prescribing a medication, before going through a prescription, One, which is follow the blue dots. All blue dots are required fields that need to be filled in before finishing your prescription. Number 2, take advantage of the drop-down arrows, whether the drop-down arrows are maintained by you or by us as an MDON. Please take advantage of simply clicking on it and finding the selection of your choice. Now, if your selection isn't available within your drop-down arrow, hopefully you will also have a set of binoculars available, and that will be number 3. Take advantage of your set of binoculars if you need to search for anything in the corresponding database, okay? Now, the first field, which is prescriber, will simply have your physician name listed, or the prescriber name listed if there are more than one. If there's only one, it should be defaulted. I'm going to simply just select the first fictitious physician or prescriber listed. The next field will be diagnosis. Please note that there is no blue dot, so it is not required. However, some of the mail order pharmacies, which you will have the ability to submit prescriptions for on behalf of your patients, will require a diagnosis. So you will be able to either enter the codes directly and be sure to hit enter after you put in each code so that it recognizes the name. You will also be able to select from your drop-down list, which is maintained by you, otherwise known as your preference list. And again, this is maintained by you. You can simply choose from the list that you have created, or you can simply click on your set of binoculars, and you will be able to perform your ICD-9 search. You can either search by code or by description. Always remember to begin your search with what we call the wildcard, otherwise known as an asterisk, and put in the keyword and end your search with an asterisk and click on search. Do not get too involved with putting in the exact name of the description as you know it, because it could be wrong and the system will come back with nothing found. So just the keyword will do, okay? So let me cancel out. And from here, I'm going to simply choose from one of the preference that is listed, The next field will be drug, obviously the most important. You can search for a drug by putting in the first couple of letters of the medication itself. So, for example, if I wanted to look up Lipitor, all I have to do is put in the first couple letters and hit enter. Once I have hit enter, it will give me everything that looks and sounds like the search that I have put in. As you can see, all the Lipitors is listed, and all I have to do is simply locate the one that I want to prescribe and click on the select button. Once you have selected the medication, the formulary checking will then be in effect. Again, being that this patient was located within the RX Hub database, the formulary checking will be automatic when selecting a medication. So, the drug alternatives, otherwise known as the formulary, will specify from the most preferred level all the way down to if a medication is not even part of or available for prescribing under the insurance. Notice that my Lipitor 10 milligram tablet is highlighted, and it will allow you to confirm that you want to select this medication. So the different levels within a formulary would be the most preferred, which now the most preferred obviously is generic drugs. So as you can see from the column called generic, it will have yes next to each of those medications indicating that it is a generic, okay? OTC stands for over-the-counter. If there are any co-pays that are needed for such medication, it will be listed, as well as the percentage tier, the type of tier for that medication, and the max tier, okay? All this is available if the if the insurance provides it for us into the RX Hub database, okay? And again, it's based on most preferred all the way down to non-reimbursable, as you can see, again, based on the insurance, and even some that are unknown, okay? So if I wanted to continue prescribing my Lipitor 10 milligram tablet, all I have to do is either select it or click on the Keep Current Drug, which I will do so. The transmitted drug name will automatically be filled in for you as well. Please note that if you wanted to ever go back into the formulary, the ALT, otherwise known as the alternative button, is available for you to simply click on, and the formulary will be available for you if you wish. Okay? Again, keep the current drug, and you will be back at the RX pad. The SIG, otherwise known as direction, you can simply type in manually your SIG. Okay? You can also use your most widely used abbreviation. And last but not least, what I advise would be taking advantage of your drop-down arrow. Your drop-down arrow will give you the industry standards that has been provided by the drug manufacturer. So, the drug manufacturer of Lipitor 10 milligram tablet has recommended either 1 or 2 tablets a day. Okay, so simply click on either or. Okay, and once you have chosen a SIG from your industry standards, you will then proceed to the next following blue dot, which is quantity. Day supply. And unit of measure does not require an entry, but if you're curious to know what's available, please note. Refills. Blue dot is required, so you can put in 1 or even 100 if you wish. DAW, as you know, stands for dispense as written. If you wish the pharmacist not to prescribe generics, please feel free to check that box. Any comments you would like the pharmacist to read before filling the prescription, feel free to enter any comments. Again, this is for your pharmacist to read, not for your patient to view on the label. Max number of characters is 210, so please note that.